hopefully you can hear me in my voice. I hope it will be very good. But the point begins that in this wonderful reading, I want to tell you about this is today's reading for February the 12th to the February 24th of 2025. Basically, that is going to be a very interesting reading about how it is because we need to understand about how our own physical sequence is in our own situations, what we're going through today. Basically, it needs to be that, in the way how it goes because that's okay. Knowing that this is the way of how it goes, and we need to understand about how we can do it, how we can intervene in, how we can do it, and we have to define it. We have to believe in what we're looking for in the way of how it goes. Where we think, okay, well, we've got this, we know what to do, but then we have to think about, okay, well, this is the way it seems to be. But we need to understand about how we can do it. One way or another, there has to be a thing about how it goes, because you need to understand that, and that's the way it seems to be, right? That's the way it goes, where you have to understand that, and that's the way it goes, right? That's the way it seems to be, because you have to know that everything has to be all complex, and the way of how you can do things is the way it goes, where you think, okay, well, I know what to do, but then you need to understand that we can do it, we do what we can, right? We have to think about what's going on in that perspective, and we have to think into, that's the way it goes, right? We have to believe what we're looking for because it seems to be like if it was in love or if it's not whatever, you have to believe about that, right? This is the way of how you can control your emotions, control how you feel, control how you're feeling, okay, well, but then you need to understand that, right? So the oracle card I'm going to read you is adversity. Accept the challenges are the best way to, that's the way it goes where you have that and you have that. People have adversity because you need to understand. It's the way how it goes where you think, okay, well, I got this and I do, but then you have to think about, okay, well, it's the way it is going to be, and I need to be who you are and all to do it. That's the way it goes because when you think about it, you think, okay, well, I need to know what's going on, and that's the way it is. It's the bottom line, but that's the way it goes. So that's the way it seems to be, right? So you have to think about how you can do it for one or another. All the cards are shuffled, and it's the way it goes, but this is the way it seems to be. So this is just my ice skipper. It's very good. It's very good. Yeah. So this is the way it goes. I'll do one card and then do that. So basically in this reading we have the Ace of Cups is upright. It does represent love, but does represent Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So this is the way it needs to be. So you think, okay, well, you got this and know what to do, but then you have to be who you are, how you can do it, how you can define it, because that's the way it goes, right? Because you have to think, alright, well, this is the way it needs to be. I need to do it. I need to know what I can. That's the way it goes, right? Because you have to believe in what you're going to do, because that's the way it seems to be. Everything needs to be so good. And you think that, okay, well, this is the way it happens, but I guarantee you that you need to face your own experiences where, okay, well, I need to do what I need to do, and that's the way it goes. So that's the way it seems to be, and that's the way it goes. So let me clarify. If I want you first, the Six of Cups reverse, the Fool reverse. So when they're all in reverse, it means that you don't think of the past, you're not going to change, you don't have a chaos. That's the way it goes. This is a very interesting reading because this is not like a BS reading. It's not. But the point is that you need to figure out what you're going to do in your own length of time, about what your life is, and that's how it's going to be. Because this is the way that you can do it, as long as it needs to. You think, okay, well, this is the way it seems to be, but then, well, why? Why are we doing this? Why do we need to figure this out? Because that's the way it goes, right? So what's this and what's this? The Sun reverse is negativity. The King of Swords here is no knowledge. Two of Cups reverse, there's no relationships or friendships. That's the way it goes. You're still stuck in the negativity. So when you're in negativity, you're in that basic formula and saying, okay, well, this is a bad thing. I should never do it again. But the way how this is, you need to believe that you can do it. because this is not like mind control. This is not how everything is going to be in that perspective. And you think, okay, well, this is very interesting. So that's the way it goes. What's between this school? Main reverse, there's no misrotation. Now you start here, there's no drama. But the nine swords, there's basically, trauma. Like maybe you're having nightmares. Maybe you're just not feeling that good, right? Maybe you're tossing and turning and thinking, well, why me? Why me? That's the way it goes, because you have to face your own reality. You have to face on what you're looking for. Between that, it's the way of how you can do what you can, be introvert or be who you are, and think, okay, well, God doesn't know what to do. But then it's like, why? Why I need to process with it. You have to think about what's going on in that way, and think, okay, well, I know what to do. But then you have to put things into perspective, put things into writing, put things into the way of how it goes, where you think, okay, well, this is the way it happened, because I guarantee you it's the way how it goes. So you have to think about that. Between these two cultures, there's nothing. To a sorceress, there's basically, you're on the right path. This is Frankel separate where you want to be kindness, you want to gathering all these gifts, you want to be like the master of disguise, whatever it is. But then, you could be dealing with another Virgo, Taurus, you could be dealing with another Gemini, Libra. That's the way it goes. Where you need to understand that why I'm in negativity, because that's the way it goes. You're not thinking about positive, you're thinking about negative, and that's the way it goes. You have to believe that. You have to know what you can and say, all right, well, I know when I'm going to do it, but that's the way it seems to be. You need to believe that you can do it. Say that. It's like seeing is believing, believing is seeing. That's all you can do. But then you have to believe that everything needs to be in the day of it. That's the way of how it goes. Beyond that point. And when you do it, you think, okay, well, I got this. But then you have to think of what's happening in that perspective. That's the way it goes. So what's in the middle of this situation? So your sources up right now because you're going perfect. Yeah, because you're feeling sad, you're entering, you're basically doing that because that's the way it goes. Where you think, okay, well, everything is wrong, and everything is, right? You have to think that, life is into that perspective. Life is wrong sometimes, but you have to do what you can and say, well, I want to do something, but then why would you say it? That's the way it goes, where you have to think and believe that, okay, well, I got this, know what to do. But then life will hit you. It's the way of how it goes, right? You have to believe in it, because this is the way it seems to be, where you think, okay, well, I got this, but then that's the way it goes, right? This is like almost like a therapy or something like that. It's the way how you can do it and saying, all right, well, I know what to do, but then this is beyond that point of view. That's the way it's going to go, because you have to believe that, saying, okay, well, I got this, but then what's the use? What's the use of what you're looking for? Is this right? Is this wrong? Is this, that's the way it goes. Because you have to think about the 5 W's, is who, what, where, when, why, in that situation, and that's the way it goes, right? Because you have to look at this. You think, well, this is the way it happens, but then I guarantee you that this is the way it kind of goes, because when you have the serious sources of it, you have heartbreak. You're feeling sad, you're whimpering, you're saying like, well, I don't want to do this anymore. But you have to think that. You have to believe that, okay, well, I'm going to do something, but then what's the use? Right? This is like, how can it be like trial and error? That's the way it goes, right? You think that everything's fine, but it's like, no, it's not. It's not fine, right? That's the way it goes. I think you'll pay attention. Understand that. It's the way it's always, right? You have to be sincere. You have to be who you are. You need to go with the flow. You have to do things, That's the way it happens, because you have to think, okay, well, this is the way it seems to be, but then that's the way it goes. So that's the opposite between this three swords here. The Sagittarius or the skill. The lovers is upright, you're going to make a decision. Feel fortune, worse, or hang balance. Death note is upright, is that desert or Scorpio, but desert is in that's the way it goes, you're having balance. The Chariot is upright because you have progress. That's the way That's the way it has to be, because that's the way it seems to be. Knowing that this is the way it goes, where you think, okay, well, this is the way how I can do it. But then, what's the use of having this type of feeling? You think, well, this is the way it goes, right? It's the way it seems to be. Where you get the picture, but then why would you keep doing it? Why would you have these things? Just the way it goes. Because you have to beyond that. Like you have to have progress. You have to have endings. That's the way it goes. Because you think, okay, well, why do I have this? It's a guarantee if that's the way it goes, right? You have to think about that. So you know what I'm saying, right? This is the way it goes, right? You need to do what you can. And you need to know what you're going to do. Because in life is the way it goes, where you do what you can. And you think that, okay, well, everything's fine. But then you have to think that, well, I go with the flow. That's the way it goes, where you have to be in that moment. You have to know about your strengths and weaknesses, the way it goes. If you're having endings, if you're having progress, if there's some things to be in that exact moment, that's the way it goes. Life is different beyond that point. Because that's the way it can be. Right? Because you think, well, it's good, but then what's the use? What's the use of do what you can, saying, well, I want to do it. But then just it going to be that particular thing, right? That's the way it seems to be. So let's see what's going on between the Chariot and the Death card. Clarify the Chariot for me. For reverse is anticipation, for reverse is no inspiration, no restriction. Death card separate. So it does represent Scorpio again, but there's endings here. That's the way it goes. What's else between this card here? Just reverse, you're not telling the truth. The Tower separate, there's transformation. Moon separate, there's misrotation. High pursuers, you're not using your guidance, whatever it is. But then the Magician separate, because you're having endings, or you're having a skill. That's what you're going to be looking for. Good fortune separate, you're going to have good luck. The Emperor strike is you have structure. Beyond that point where, okay, well, I know what to do, but then, that's the way it seems to be. There is a way of knowing what to do from that perspective, and you have the right way and not the wrong. That's the way it goes, where, you do what you can, but you have to based on that truth. Have resentment, whatever it is, right? That's what it means, right? Because beyond that point of view, beyond that way, think, okay, well, everything's fine, but then, yes, but you have to put that into perspective, put things into writing, put things into that motivation, when you do it. It's the way of how you can be building it, Because I always say this, it's like seeing is believing, believing is seeing. That's what you can do. But it's the way it can go, because you have to look at it. It's the way of how you can think about it and think, well, I need to learn. But you have to do that. You have to think, okay, well, this is the way it goes. Because when you look at it, you think, okay, well, everything's fine. But endings are going to come up, transformation, everything's going to change, that's the way it goes. Before it's going, you're going to have good luck. That's the things that you're looking for. Because this is the way of how this reading is going to go. It's the way of how you can understand the way it seems to be. Because, it is the way, and this is the way of how it goes. If there's a will, there's always a way, right? But that's what it seems to be, right? Because this is the way it kind of goes. Because you look at it from a different way. Right? You look at it from a window. You look at it from different things. That's the way it goes, right? Let me clarify the left side. Ace 1 reverse, 2 1 reverse, Taurus separate. See, there's endings here. There's transformation here. So there is a transformation here. There's transformation here. That's the way it kind of goes. What's in the middle? It's just right, yeah, because you have the skill. That's the way it goes. What's beyond this tower here? Queen of Cups is upright. Okay, she does represent Scorpio. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Anything else? It's Banquos upright. So it does represent prosperity. It does represent maybe money in that situation. It does represent Virgo, Taurus. The way it goes. But the Knight of Cups is upright because it does represent romance. I just said that earlier. I did. Like, wow. I said that earlier, and now I rest my case. Funny. But you know what I mean. So it's like this is the way it kind of goes, where you think, okay, well, I got this. But then that's the way it seems to be. Knowing that this is a very fine lining where everything is. Right? There's always a silver line for every relationship, no matter how outcome it is. But the way of how this is, you have to think, okay, well, I know what to do. I can provoke this situation. That's the way it goes, right? Because you have to proceed with caution. You do what you can. You have to think beyond, think outside the box, rather than inside, right? That's the way it goes, right? Because when you inside the box, it starts. When it's outside the box, it's like there's light, at the end of the tunnel. That's the way it goes, right? That's the way it seems to be. But I'm going to see who's this. So I'm going to look at who's on the left side, who's in the middle. This one. So let's see who's on the left side. Spirit Whisperer, Divine Guidance, Higher Knowing. Yeah, that's the way it goes, right? Because you have Divine Guidance, you have the Higher Knowing. That's the way it goes, right? That's the way it can be. That's the way beyond that. And this one over here, in the middle, the Rainbow Prince, Compensation, Perseverance. Yeah, that's the way it goes. You could have compensation, right? You're going to have that ability from that, this, and you have to have that perception and do what you can and say, alright, well, I know what to do. But then that's the way it goes, where you have to see what you can, and then you have to do what you can, right? That's the way it goes, right? And on the right side, you have Ice Cream. Ideal, preserve, non-location, or non-action, entitlement. That's the way it goes, right? That's the way it seems to be. So when you do that, you have to do what you can, and then you have to say, alright, well, I know what to do. That's the way it seems to be. That's the way it kind of goes, right? That's the way it goes. Now let's see. Let me clarify. So let me clarify the Spirit Whisperer. The Knight of Pentacles here is there's no trust, yeah. But the Three of Wands is upright, there's communication. So when you have communication, you're communicating. That's the way it goes. You can do it in a Leo, Aries, but the Knight of Pentacles here is like there's no trust here. That's strange. When you have no trust, it's not good. Because the Ace of Pentacles is upright, because it does represent growth. Okay, so you're having growth because you're gonna have communication, but you're gonna have growth and communication because you're going to think that you're gonna have trust when you do. That's the way it goes. Alright, so that would be a very silver line. Maybe it could be that. Might be talking about a crossbar tree, but that's the way it goes. What's in the middle? Six. Launch reverse, there's no achievement. Queen of Cups reverse, there's no empathy. But the Hierophant is upright, there's guidance. Yeah, see, there's guidance here. Yes. When you have guidance, you do what you can. You think, okay, well, I got this, but then you have that perspective. You have things that you're going to be looking for. This is the way how it goes. Let me clarify that here. Two of Swords is upright, so you're in the crossroads. Magician is upright, there's skill. What's this Two of Swords here? Two lost years, there's no planning. But the 10 of the upright is you're going to take action. But the 5 plus the upright is you're grieving. Yeah, that's the way it goes, right? That's the way it's beyond that point of view. And it's beyond that ability from that perspective to say, alright, well, I got this, but then you have that, this is not your P's and Q's. This is not the way it kind of goes. This is the way of how it seems to be, and you think, okay, everything's fine, but then it's not, right? That's the way it seems to be, because you have to figure out what you're going to do. And in this ice cream, so the page of structure is there's no education. It's sort of separate, there's anxiety. 8 Pentacles separate, there's perfection. Yeah, so when you have anxiety, you're feeling sad, you're whimpering, you don't know what to do. But that's the way it goes. You could deal with another Gemini, Libra. You could deal with another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and another sign. That's the way it goes, right? Between these two cards, I'm going to clarify. The lower zeros, there's no decision. The 4 of wands, there's no celebration. 9 cups covered, there's fulfillment. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Taurus upright, there's transformation. Taurus is upright, there's healing. Yeah, so that's the way it seems to be, because that's the way it kind of goes, right? So you have what you can, you do what you want, and you have that ability, and you have to do what you can, because that's the way it seems to be. And not only that, clarify the left, the middle, and the right. So let's see. First one is the Chariot, Archangel Mentor. An important achievement, self-discipline, and real public recognition. Yeah, so you have progress, but you could have public recognition. People could be recognizing you. Maybe they might want to, maybe they want to be bond with you, have communication, in your community, whether it is. But that's the way it happens, right? That's the way it seems to be. The next one is in the middle. You have the magician, Archangel Raphael. You're ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magic. Yeah, that's the way it goes, right? So you have life is magic, and you're using it wisely. You need to pay attention to what you're doing, because that's the way it's going to be. This beyond that point of view, saying, okay, well, I got this, but that's the way it is, right? You have to believe that. The last one on the right side, you have the 3 of Wands. Great standards, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. Yeah, so, that could be good. You might be, you're not getting along, maybe there's something that was intention, whatever it is, but, you could be doing something you're feminine, again. So, you have to do what you can, because that's the way it has to be, right? That's the way it seems to be. So, this is the way it kind of goes. You have to do what you can. Do what you can. Have that communication, do what you can, and do it, because that's the way it goes, right? So I know that you hear all this notion of all these chit chats from different people who come out of the cafe shop, but that's the way it goes. So sorry for that. Sorry about my voice is a little bit low, sorry, but I don't want to yell. I don't want to laugh because I don't want to. But the way how it goes, I just want to say that. So everyone who watches this video, I just want to know that you guys can give me a like, give me a comment, that's the way it goes, or, that's the way it seems to be. If you have subscribed, go ahead, you already subscribed. If you haven't already, you can hit the notification bell, and you can subscribe if you want to, but, this is the way it goes, so I hope everyone will like this video. This is the way it goes, and you need to believe that, right? So I'm going to say that the seeds believe or see, that's how you can. But that's the way it goes, right? So I hope you all like this video. Please understand this, and that's the way it seems to be, and this is the way it goes. So thank you so much, and do what you can, and that's the way it goes. And this is the way it seems to be. But thank you so much. I want your day to all have been. Thank you. Bye.